Welcome everyone! Today's video is back on Minecraft Survival Season 4. Let's get started. Alright, so you'll notice here that I have some honey blocks. Actually, quite a few of them. Also have another helping right in here too. So yeah, I've been running this farm. I've just been AFKing, just not really doing much. I've got quite a bit from it. I got 3 stacks plus 39. So I have 3 stacks, a half stack, and 7 more. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, each one of them is done. Some. As you can see, this works actually very well. Very well. Let me get the minecart working again. But yeah, you don't really need to have, besides that, you really don't need to have it like that. I mean, you just need this to collect, and you're pretty good. Not much to it. Pretty simple. Works very well. And I highly suggest it. Anyways, though, I have something very, very exciting that I want to inform you about. So you might know that, well, if we go back here, you might know that I have been struggling with getting villagers as far as with the villager breeder. And yes, that is true. So I have an idea about that. And I do want to tell you about it, but first, there's also one little thing I want to make more clear here. So you might notice that the resolution here as far as on YouTube looks a little bit better. And what I've done is, you see, I think the aspect ratio is a bit different on my ultra wide curved monitor. And that doesn't translate very well with the OBS software. It doesn't really change. It's hard for it to adjust to a different form factor, and that is something that I'm going to run into a bit. That's why I have to do most games in windowed mode probably. But so if you do notice that sometimes there might be black borders, that's just because it is ultra wide. It's being stretched, a different aspect ratio than just the regular monitor. And yeah, it has a lot larger of a horizontal resolution than vertically. Horizontally it is 4K, vertically it is 2K. So as far as resolutions and such. Anyways, now that I've gotten that out of the way, you'll notice that, yeah, I don't really have much going on new here. The only thing that's kind of cool would be that I have, well, this full of carrots, and combined with my gold farm, I'm pretty much set as far as food. I'm not gonna run out. I have an infinite supply of golden carrots, which is pretty good. Probably not as necessary as would have been now in this update, because once we get over to the next one, there will be some changes to food saturation, and what that means is just after you eat, how long you have to wait before hunger bars start disappearing again. And that's basically going to be changed a bit. I think that your food's not going to affect how long you wait. It's just going to be the same with all food. Alright, lots of tangents here. Let's get on with what we're going to be doing in this video. So, basically, if I am to explain to you what exactly this is, without necessarily giving it away right off the bat, I would say we are going to need villagers for our iron farm. And the way I want to go about that is a little bit different than breeding them. Breeding is a pretty standard method. I would have loved if it worked. It doesn't really work very well. So we're going to have to think of some other means of accomplishing this task. We have 2 subjects right here. They are going to be the best of the best as far as getting our project to work. At least now that I think about it, it's probably best to use them because it will expedite the process. So we're going to be looking at another way to get villagers, to get a bunch of them, and it's not necessarily the easiest way, but it's going to be a lot quicker than what we're doing right now. And there are some optimizations that I can do to my older designs of this to make it even more efficient and quicker, especially using villagers. Now, to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, this may be something you would use in Skyblock to get started with villagers. It's, well, I mean, you might not build it like this, but, you know, in place of, if you didn't really care for breeding villagers, this is a good alternative. And I might build this in other places, in my other bases. Still going to work on the design. I want to get this thing working, and once I get this worked out, I'm going to do a bit of a video explaining this as far as more in depth, I'm thinking, but we will be building it in the next one, in the next episode. So today what we're going to be doing is actually getting a place prepared. So what we're going to need to do, and if anything, you know what I'm talking about, zombie villagers. So we're going to need to get a good area around here where we can start farming zombie villagers. Now, I don't think you can use a zombie spawner. That's one thing I don't think you can use. But we can limit spawns quite well, at least from spiders and such, for getting zombie spawns. And we're not building a general mob farm, but we're going to build a farm. I'm going to check and see if zombie spawners can do it. I don't think there is any around here. So I'm thinking probably the best place to put this is somewhere close. Somewhere that we can get to stuff. Somewhere that we can be sure we'll get what we need. And I kind of like the mountain, if I'm all honest with you. The mountain isn't too bad of a place. We could probably build it around here. There's more than enough room up here. That's for sure. We're just going to dig out a bit of a big space here. We're going to dig out a square. I'm not really going to be doing any measurements here because, you know, this is kind of an independent project here. I don't think there's really anyone focusing on building this sort of method for villager, for producing a bunch of villagers. I don't think anyone's using this. It's just going to be me for the most part. We found a cave too. That's nice. Just get you all covered up, and what we're going to need to do is just cover or clear out this bit here just a bit so that we can have some fun with this. As you would have seen in the time lapse that I did, I cleared this out, and of course, I guess I can fill this in over here so that's a bit more even. Alright, well, it looks like we're finished completely for the most part, and as you can see over here, I put some splash potions. Those will be useful on the farm for zombie villagers, of course. And yeah, I do have some other ideas for things that I can do with this farm later on, but for now, I'm just going to keep it simple. and maybe I'll get a little bit of an idea of what exactly it's going to entail. But I'm thinking we should do some other things in today's video or episode, because there are some other things probably around the base that we do need to kind of work on and get more efficient, or, well, just, I have a lot of stuff lying around. I would like to get a little more organized here, and well, this storage space isn't really that organized, I might add. I mean, at least here and a lot of other places we do need to get organized, and I have mentioned it before in the Nether here. I mean, there's a lot of places that we need to just get a little bit more organization going, and I'm not going to use shulkers because I don't need to for this, but yeah, we're going to need to get maybe... I might need a shulker to transport stuff or do things with. I'm not sure. We're just going to do a little bit of organization. I think we're gonna do like a little bit bigger of a place than this. And we have some wood back here, so I might as well chop this up and we can use that to refuel our efforts here. There we go. Perfect. So now we have 37 barrels. That should be enough, I hope. And that way we'll have storage for whatever items we need, pretty much. And we're gonna build it here. I'm not entirely sure what kind of design we're gonna go for for this building, but we could build it over here, in all honesty. That wouldn't hurt. Yeah, we'll build it over here. We'll kind of build it inside of this mountain, I'm thinking. Maybe like a little bit of a inside here. Yeah, that'll work nice. Maybe I'll get some redstone here and do some doors, do some stuff. Alright, I thought I was talking to you for a while, but apparently I was just talking to myself. Okay, so I had it paused. Basically, I'm just clearing out a lot of stuff here. I'm going to put this here, I guess. I have dug out a layer down here on the bottom, and you can see the ceiling. It's quite a big one here. I'm not going to change too much on the outside, but I might do a little terraforming. This is basically going to be like a new home for me, underground base. It's going to be starting from this island. It's going to be really cool. And I was clearing up all the grass off of here because I'm going to do my own stuff. There was a blue flower here, and I'm going to keep it just because that's a little unique. I don't think I put it here. Maybe I did. But I don't see any more grass, so I think we're good. And there's also another area here, as I don't know if I was paused when I told you that we're going to build a little dock. And maybe we should start from that area and come up. Also, there's like a little waterfall here. Kind of cute. It's a good way of getting up here, I guess. Alright, so here we go. This is the perfect place for a dock, and this is naturally occurring. We can just make like a little step down. Yeah, that works fine. It's like a little landing platform. Kind of interesting. Alright. Well, we got that covered. Got our bases. Well, my base. Now, what are some other things I can do here? Every single block to be stairpiece, because apparently it works just as well. Like this. Yeah, there we go. Nice little place. And look at this. So pretty. We have a nice little area here. This could be next to the bed, or ooh, wait, I got a better idea. We put the bed right here. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. We're on an island too. We're on an island too. No. Arrow disappears before I can hit the creeper. Nope, I got him. Yay. Alright. So, let's see what else we can do with this thing. I'm probably going to take a lot of this indoors. I need to get some lighting though. That's gold. Golden carrot. Here we go. Here's some lighting. Yeah, Here we go. We can start working on lighting this island up. And what I see a lot of people use is a different technique than I've used before, but it'll work. Everything's lit up on the island for the most part. Everything we need to, at least for safety purposes. So I think we have this island all nice and ready for us to, work on it as far as going underground in here. And we'll be able to do some more over in this area, I'm thinking. Something to get down underground. But that's going to be another project, unfortunately. Not in the next episode, but this is going to be something that's just going to be a little bit ongoing. We're going to be going and grabbing the supplies and organizing and making sort of a storage area. Take a little bit longer to get ready. But we probably could do something over here. I'm thinking of making its own room. That'll probably be the better idea to use. And it needs to be organized for the most part. And it could be automated, but until I get my iron farm going, I'm not really going to be messing with automating stuff. I'm going to work on some better designs for as far as automation is concerned, and maybe something that could use shulker boxes as input at least. Alright, so why don't we just go ahead and do a little bit of a fly. And we can kind of fly around here and get ourselves a nice picture. Okay. There we go. Now let's take another picture right around here. Okay. Got a couple pictures here. I have to check them out after the video, but whatever thumbnail you saw is what I've taken with it. Let's get into here. I kind of like the rain in here. I turned the sound down a bit. Got our dock. This so makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, let's just go out with a little bit of a fishing.